save.
If I'm requiring that much out of you, I will take you from your job, and when I'm done with you, I'll take you back to your job.
So wait, why you say you can't deal with a guy that got a job?
You can be an entrepreneur. Jobs are for lazy people that don't want to invest in themselves.
I'm going to start this video off by showing you two different TikToks. One is a behavior that we ridicule, and one is a behavior that we accept and look to find fixes for. The first TikTok.
22.
What you do for a living?
I work at former mills and
Don't laugh. What's going on? What's going on?
I got a job.
Right, like what's wrong with that?
I got a job.
So this gentleman in this clip is getting laughed at by the people in the vicinity because he's saying that he has a job. He works a regular, I can't call it a 9-to-5 job, but he has a legitimate job, and you can hear the laughter erupt after he says it.
22.
What you do for a living?
I work at former mills and
Don't laugh. What's going on?
Now, tell me that is not a symptom of something that is very wrong in our culture. But if you see the TikTok from before, just like this.
But if you 9 to 5 at
my favorite
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah, because I know that Friday check about to have multiple zeros.
Fuck that little bank shit. That's a fraud. I might as well get a fraud.
Jobs are for lazy people that don't want to invest in themselves.
Do you have a job, Jay?
Yes.
Okay, well, I cannot deal with you. Oh, I can't date a man with a job. A lot of people on the internet take it to offense. But me, Destiny, cannot date a man with a job.
That is how you get this.
So Shirley Ann, Georgia, Eastman, how old are you?
28.
You have any kids?
Yes, I do. I have 8.
How old are you?
28.
You have 8 kids that you gave birth to?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
gave birth to 8 kids.
Yes.
How old are these kids?
My oldest just turned 10. My daughter is 7. Then my next son, he's 6. Then I have a set of twins who will be 5 on the 29th of this month. And my second set of twins, they just turned 3 in November. Then I have a 1-year-old son.
A 1-year-old son?
Yes.
All by the same man?
6 of them are, and the other 2 have another dad.
Me, Destiny, cannot date a man with a job. One, because I'm very spontaneous. And I need... Wait, Jay, before you get to leaning back and breaking the chair.
You can be an entrepreneur. Jobs are for lazy people that don't want to invest in themselves.
And I also need a man to understand where I'm at in the moment that I'm at. Like, I probably will have a week where I work so much, and then I have a week where I don't work at all. What you do for a living?
I work at former mills and
If you read his body language, you can tell that he's actually ashamed. Watch his body language right here. You see how he clams up and has a look at the camera like, I got a job, guys. The fact that he is feeling any inkling of shame for saying he has a job, and as an antithesis to that young gentleman, you have this young lady who's calling into Kendra G's show, and she has no bashfulness about her, asking for a man, probably a high-value man, to come take care of her and her children. The distinction between the two of them, of course, is that if you're a man and you're making money on paper, you can't afford to be this reckless and have this many children without knowing that there are consequences coming. So there's a very high likelihood that the two gentlemen that are responsible for all of the children are men who are not earning their money on paper, which of course is a flip-flop, because why would a community glorify men who don't make money in a regular job and are trying to be quote-unquote entrepreneurs, which has a wide-ranging umbrella of meanings, as opposed to men who are making their money on paper?
I'm gonna have to say something that's gonna probably tick a lot of black folks off, especially in entertainment, but I don't care. It's not the same. Becoming rich, becoming a millionaire in entertainment is not the same as becoming a millionaire on Wall Street. The esteem that comes along with actually having to earn money versus being talented, those are two different things.
We discount how much effect social media has had on our lives because we're living in the middle of it. And I'm sure historians will look back and see how much social media actually changed our lives. But one of the things that's happened in the social media age, it is in a way distorted the value of hard work, because let's be honest, there are people that are doing things online that require relatively little, if not very little at all, effort in terms of just being really good looking or doing things that are very entertaining, compared to what was necessary to make the same amount of money in a regular day 9-to-5 job. And so people that are working regular 9-to-5 jobs have found themselves being devalued because there are people that are influencing and doing things online and making the equivalent or times more money than people that are actually doing regular jobs. And you get this kind of response to that.
He can't have a 9-to-5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
so
like, he can't clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn,
I think entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur,
a business owner.
The problem with women like B. Simone is you don't understand how men make money.
This is from the broadcast where Kevin Samuels addressed the B. Simone video we just saw. And he's going to make 2 points that I'm going to clip out, 2 distinct places. But he's going to talk about how, especially for a lot of people who are trying to be influencers, younger people, they don't really have a true grasp of the value of a 9-to-5 job and where that value is generated. So here he's going to give advice to her in terms of talking about how she should have said what she said instead of the kind of, I don't know, the way she said it just wasn't the best way to be said to endear herself to people who work hard 9-to-5 jobs.
What you would be better off saying is, I prefer dating a man who's corporate, who's entrepreneurial. That means you could date an accountant, a physician, an attorney, someone who went to college and has their own business and they went white collar.
A lot of influencers just really don't get a true sense of what it takes outside of influencing to get to $50,000, to get to $75,000, to get to $85,000, $100,000. There's going to be some training involved and there's going to be some hard work.
Or if you decide to date a Blue Henry, you know, that owns who could own their own logistics firm, their own electrical contracting firm, building contractors. See, the problem with women like B. Simone is you don't understand how men make money.
A lot of young people, and especially younger ladies who are doing things online and they're making a lot of money, or just hell, they're making good money doing stuff online. They think that 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000 comes easy, and it doesn't. It comes from hard work, and that hard work is probably coming from someone who's working 9-to-5. And that is something that is more and more lost as you hear these influencers saying they want guys who don't work 9-to-5s, because if you don't work a 9-to-5, either you're trying to do something on social media or you're doing something that's you can't put on paper. In the age of social media, one thing that's happened is a lot of people have conflated the idea of entrepreneur with something that's very easy to do, because it is a lot easier to do if you can turn on your camera and your smartphone and start doing something that generates money. But when you say job in this kind of atmosphere, a lot of people kind of devalue what a job is, because, be honest, social media has made making money a lot easier. And so Kevin Samuelson is going to speak to that here.
See, that's the difference, young B. Simone 30. I actually was in corporate America. And that's a problem with a lot of you young influencers. You have never had to do anything real in your life. You've never had to go out and actually work amongst people. So you've got it twisted and think that all someone has to do is just become an entrepreneur.
22.
What you do for a living?
I work at former mills and
Don't laugh. What's going on? What's going on?
I got a job.
Right. Like what's wrong with that?
Now imagine if someone told you in 1990, 1985, that 25, 30, or 45 years in the future, a young man working an honest job would get laughed at. Because that's exactly what happened in this TikTok. This guy's making an honest living, getting his money, and if you work a job correctly, especially now with all the possible streams of income, you can take that money and you can invest it in a second, third, fourth stream of income or a business, or you could do a variety of things with that income. But you can, one, know that you had a skill that you acquired to get that income, and two, you made that income honestly. Not to say that influencing isn't an honest income, but there's a very small group of people who can make a living being influencers, and a greater number of people are going to have to contribute to society in ways that are more tangible. And to see that there are so many influencers who are saying, I need another person who is an influencer, a person who is not a 9-to-5 person. It shows that we are in a society where people just don't value hard work. Is a job the only way to work hard? No, but if you're a true entrepreneur working a business, you don't have time to take off and relax and jet set around the world unless you're one of the big guys. And even then, you had a period of time where you worked your butt off, maybe even harder than you did working a job. A job used to be a symbol of one simple thing: I'm willing to work hard. Hard work is a value that it seems is dying in the community that I used to know, and it's really sad to see it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.